Good evening, people. You are with the Versatile Doctor. My name is Dr. Abhinav Atul, an author, a YouTuber, and a TLB member. Now, I'm so excited to bring this unique interaction to you from TLB, the Digital City, the most electrifying book review, book discussion series, which is called Review Circle. The idea of Review Circle was created to take buddy reading to the next level. Most authors are actually familiar with how Bookstagram works and how reviewers read the book and review books. Okay, we have a late entry. Admit. Yes. Shipra, welcome to the live. We are already live, but you are vertical. Please rotate yourself. And your screen rotate lock is off, I think. Yeah. So the viewers, we are very sorry that we are doing this live, but somehow Shipra was unable to join on the link. Shipra, you are still vertical. You have to, enable. Yes, very good. So what was I saying? I mean, most authors are familiar with how Bookstagram works and how Bookstagrammers read books and review books. Now, how unique an experience would it be if a book was read simultaneously by 3 or more Bookstagrammers, each with their own streak of reading and reviewing books and their own perspective and their own insights. And what is more, instead of just having a two-step process of reading followed by reviewing, we added a weeks of engagement and conversation in the mix and include the author too. This journey, as every chapter is open for discussion amongst the Bookstagrammers without spoilers, of course, and the author is there to either defend himself or herself, or to take the criticism, take the feedback. So the thing is, we are talking about one book, 3 or more Bookstagrammers, and one verdict. Before we begin, let's celebrate the incredible journey that brought us here. Now, we are on this live stream for Review Circle, but don't think that Review Circle is an isolated event. Every month, the author and their book that make it into the Review Circle aren't just selected at random. They are chosen under fierce competition of the TLB reality show. That's right. Every author that has joined Review Circle has already proven their mettle, capturing judges' attention and winning their spot among the best. Now, so we yes. Now here, in this season 6 of Review Circle, the winning author of season 3 of reality show was Shipra Sharma. Now, let me just stop the description right here and actually present the season 6 live stream of Review Circle. I can't wait to get started with today's deep dive into yet another thrilling read with the author and 3 of the reviewers from the panel of 5. Yes, this time we had 5 reviewers in Review Circle, but only 3 of them are present in this show. Please welcome Shipra Sharma, the author of Chords of Concealed Heart, the winner of reality show season 3 and the center of Review Circle season 6. Now let me show you a trailer of the book Chords of Concealed Heart. Where is it? So we are almost at the end of one of the most engaging seasons at Review Circle. This season, author Shipra Sharma's book Chords of Concealed Heart actually connected our Bookstagrammers closely and have them engage and talk about the book the entire month. The verdict is in. We are going to discuss it live on YouTube on 7th of June. Do remember to join us on 7th of June at 6 p.m. on YouTube Live for the live stream of Season 6 of TLB Review Circle, where the Bookstagrammers will discuss each and every aspect of the book as they felt it, as they observed it while reading, and the author Shipra Sharma will also be there to accept the criticism, appreciate the feedback, and overall fulfill her win of the reality show, TLB reality show, by concluding the review circle. Don't miss it, we will all be there.
Ira's life had drastically changed. She left the hills to find a new home. She thought Chandigarh was just a new city, but it held secrets waiting to unfold. She had been trying hard to overcome her problems when the cynic, infuriating and ruggedly attractive Adhijay entered her life. He was rude, broken and silent. But why did Ira's heart still run to him? Read the story of Tangled Fates, a small town girl from Himachal, a broken boy from the beautiful city, and a truth no one talks about. Not every scar is visible. Chords of Concealed Heart by Shipra Sharma Sherawat. Read it on Kindle or check out the paperback available on Amazon and Flipkart.
So here we have the cover, as you can see on the screen, Chords of Concealed Heart. This is the center of Review Circle Season 6, written by author Shipra Sharma, who is also with us. And joining the author are the reviewers and Bookstagrammers. First, Sonal, who is returning to Review Circle after appearing in both Season 2 and Season 3 of Review Circle. Rose is returning to us after Season 2, and Shreya, well, this is the first Review Circle for her. So here we are talking about a piece of fiction with romance, heartbreak, healing, hope, and secrets. Let's kick off today's live stream with a small introduction of the Review Circle. First of all, I'm not going to talk anymore about the book or the author myself. Let me give the center stage to author Shipra to talk about herself, her book, and her experience with Review Circle. Shipra, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience, and let's begin. You are on mute. Rookie mistake.
Hello everyone, I am Shipra Sharma Sherawat, a writer, a dreamer and someone who believes story can touch hearts in ways words alone can't. I am from New Delhi and I am also pursued BCom from Delhi University, but since my childhood I love books. I love comics, I love short stories and whatever available to read there or aloud, of course. So when I was in ninth standard, I started writing my own stories, and then I started giving them to my friends, my cousin, and their feedback was enough for me. Till now, that was enough for me that they read them, that stories, and give me their feedback. They criticize some points, of course. They support me, they encourage me. But one of my cousin, one of my siblings, she pushed me to publish my book. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. So she pushed me, and here I am with my book, Course of Concealed Heart. And one more thing I want to tell, that I am in this, I should thank to Sonal also. She also pushed me to participate in this reality show, because I was really nervous before, and I also removed my name from the list. But she then DM me that, and of course she told me that I should participate in this reality show, and here I am, a winner of the show. Thanks to you all.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Shipra, and it is a nice and sweet story that you have. You started with a humble beginning of writing your own stories, then got feedback from your friends and family, and then here we are. Yes, indeed, you not only won a reality show. I mean, not only just joined reality show, you actually won it, and the competition was fierce. I know. I remember it was, I think, 3 months back, but I do remember the competition was fierce then. Okay, so here we have Shipra Sharma Sherawat, the author of Gods of Concealed Heart. We will continue the discussion and conversation with her, but let's go to Shreya. Shreya, please introduce yourself, tell us about your Bookstagram, and then about this book, Chords of Concealed Heart, which you have read and completed and reviewed. What is the one takeaway point from this book? One thing that you liked the most about this book, Shreya.
Okay. So, hi everyone, I'm Shreya. I run a book blog and Bookstagram, Maker's Reads. So, I started on Bookstagram like a year ago, and then I came across this amazing TLB community, and since then, I've been a part of it. And it has been really an amazing experience with all of the authors and the fellow bookstagrammers, and this time I got this opportunity to be a part of review circle. A bit about me: I'm currently working as a senior associate in an edtech, and I'm a freelancer French tutor. I'm from Delhi, and I think that's all about me that I'd like to share. Okay, so one major takeaway from this book I'd like to share: from Ira's journey, we learn one thing: that life can be quite unpredictable sometimes. It can keep on throwing new challenges to you, but you have to be strong enough, you have to be uh, independent enough to, overcome them. You have to be strong enough. In short, we can say, don't give up, just keep going. That is one of the things. And one more thing I'd like to add: that sometimes more than the blood related, yeah, you can say, sometimes, you know what, more than blood related relations, the bonds you form with heart with your friends are much more supportive towards you. So these are the two things that I'd like to share.
You struck a very nice chord. Yes, sometimes relationships which are not, not blood relations, not actually blood relations, but they are a relation. They are the relationships of heart, and they are no less important, no less touching than the blood relations. Okay, we will welcome to Review Circle live stream for the first time and hopefully never for the last time. Now we move on to Sonal. So Sonal, move ahead and introduce yourself, and of course with this book, tell us the one key point.
One key point. Okay. Myself, Sonal. Instagram handle read with Sonal. I mean, I have said this multiple times. I can't really repeat it again that confidently now. Anyway, when it comes to this book, I have, like, I don't know how many times I've mentioned it, that this is one of my favorite books. I mean, the storyline, the plot, everything is like, even during review circle, sorry, even during review circle, when I was saying na, that there are some plot holes or things like that, I was like, I'd never even noticed those. I was so engrossed in the story. And one key point, yeah, as Shreya mentioned, it's like blood relations are not really as strong as relations that are formed by heart. The friendship which the book has shown, that's the kind of friendship I love, and those are kind of friends I actually want in my life. So I love the book.
That's some high praise, and of course, congratulations to Shipra for having such an avid reader and an avid fan. I think it is.
Honestly honestly, I finished this book while working, and I finished it in like not even half day. It took me like 4 to 5 hours to complete the book. I was so engrossed in the story and how it was flowing. It was amazing.
And that is a hallmark of a great book. I mean, leave aside the epic fantasies and all that, which you cannot physically read in one sitting, but a
Yeah.
romance book, a 300-page romance book, which you finish in one sitting, that is, I mean, awesome job. Awesome job both
Yeah.
for the author and for the reader. Now, so Rose, it's your turn now. Please introduce yourself and talk with us about the book.
Hi, so I'm Rose and okay, can I do it again?
No pressure, no pressure. What happened? Uh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Hi. So I go by Rose or Rosie. So I don't have much to say about myself. So I'm not going to go in details about that. Well, this book, I can say that I loved it, but like I felt way too connected to the character. So I have a lot of things to say. So like one of the things that I like about this book is that it has smaller paragraphs. Like there are books which have like really big paragraphs, and I get really bored to read it. Like I saw that the book is so thick, right? So I was worried if there are going to be big paragraphs and I'm not going to like it. But no, it had smaller paragraphs. That is something I liked about it. And yeah, the only one thing that even Diksha mentioned was that there are a lot of grammatical errors and typos, but yeah, we did point it out. So the author did say it's going to change in the next thing. So yeah, and then okay, yeah, like I said, I felt very connected to the character. So I feel like she did an amazing job with crafting the characters, especially the aunt. She got on my nerves, bro. She was so like she was pretending to be kind, but in reality she was manipulative, like way too manipulative. Okay, and one of the things the aunt did which got like really on my nerves was that she was saying don't spend my parents money. And okay, wait, I don't want to give spoilers. I'm sorry. Yeah, but basically she was manipulative and it was getting on my nerves. Yeah. So that character was done very well. But the ending, I felt like something was missing because I felt like there were some conversations that had to like this that should have taken place, but they did not take place. Also, the main character, the character development, I like at the starting when she was not standing up for herself, I was like, okay, this is fine. But later on, I was expecting her to, while she grows, to like, stand up for herself a little bit. But that I did not get enough. I guess, yeah, that's it. Also, one more thing. Okay, so like Shreya said, there was a line in the book, okay, like about blood relations not like being like sometimes the people that are not related to blood are like much closer to you, better. So yeah, that is like one of my most favorite line. Unfortunately, I don't remember the exact words. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
That was quite a heavy and long introduction and the first opening statement of this review circle. Thank you, Rose. Shipra, do you remember what line they are referring to?
I don't remember the exact line same, because when we write something we just lost ourselves. But when we describe but saying that same thing, we don't give that. Uh, I don't think so. We can say same thing when what we write.
No, that's
I
all.
think I'm
That's
good.
okay. That's okay. So at this point, we will come back to you. We will come back to all of you. Let me just read out a few of the comments that we have been receiving on YouTube Live. Tanisha says it's an amazing feeling. Reviewer saying it is one of my favorite books. So Tanisha is mentioning Sonal. And Tanisha also says, now I'm craving to read it after listening their reactions. Of course, Tanisha, please go ahead and buy this book right now. It's not that big. I mean, 300 pages is not that big. You can perhaps finish it up in, I mean, 6 hours. I don't know your reading speed, but 6 hours is okay.
Even I can't
Even
finish
less.
this book in 6 hours.
This
Thank you
book
so
can be
much.
finished in less than 6 hours as the flow is very good. You don't even need 6 hours. The flow
Yes, the
is
flow is
very good
good.
and the characters are amazing. I mean, I personally feel the characters are amazing.
So the flow is very good. The paragraphs are very small. These two things are key takeaways, and the character portrayal is amazing. That's how we start review circle. And the mistakes, the typos and grammatical errors that Rose mentioned, and Sonal also. This is what review circle is all about. So what happens usually is, when an author gives their book to a reviewer, they just read and give a star rating and make a small review. I mean, 500 pages, 500 words or 300 words or something. But that doesn't actually give any significant feedback to the author. So review circle was crafted in such a way that there is going to be a live interaction between the reviewers who are actually reading the book together and the author who is actually observing what reactions their readers are seeing. So it is kind of a beta read, but in real time and after the book is published. So I'm sure that whichever indie author is watching this review circle right now, please go ahead and join TLB, the Digital City. Come with your book, with your head held high, join the reality show, win it. It's not that difficult, but it does require some efforts, but win the reality show, then come to the 1 month long review circle. I'm sure this review circle will have a positive impact on your current book and your future endeavors as well. As Shipra already has promised that many of the errors which have been pointed out, she can correct it. Yes, with self-publishing and digital publishing, it is very possible to edit anything even after publication. Maybe not so easily on paperbacks, but in the Kindle edition, it can be done with a click of a button anytime. So now we will move on. For those of you who may not be very familiar with how we take the review part of this review circle, we have a comprehensive feedback form, and all the reviewers, 5 in this case, all these reviewers, they give their feedback in an objective manner, both in the form of ratings on different aspects, like the cover, like the social media presence of the author, like how relatable were the characters, and also some subjective answers, some long form question answers, which give their feedback and their feeling while they were reading it. So I'm going to read out a few of the feedback comments which have been received from the reviewers. Of course, I will not spoil anything, and I will not name which of the reviewers has given this kind of feedback. So allow me to come a little closer to my screen. Pardon me if you don't want to see my face in too much of a close-up, but there is no other way. I need to come, I mean, I need to come very close to the screen, to the camera. In the meanwhile, I think Tanisha has given us one more. No, Tanisha's, where is the sheet? Just give me one moment. I think I lost that sheet somehow. Oh, here it is. So the first thing which I want to discuss. So there was a question, were you ever tempted to put the book down? If so, when? So one of the answers, as expected, is nope. This particular reviewer finished it in one sitting. So I think it is very obvious that it is Sonal. But yes, there is one kind of a negative feedback here too. So just a few pages into the first chapter, I was tempted to put the book down. It was mainly due to the writing style and noticeable grammar errors. It felt more like a less refined form of Indian English, which made it a little hard for me to stay engaged. So one of the Bookstagrammers have given this feedback. So I think Shipra, what would you like to say in defense, and how do you take this feedback?
Can you repeat your question?
The question is, you heard the whole thing? You heard the whole comment?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So how do you defend? How do you take this feedback that your at least in the first few chapters, your English writing style was like less refined form of Indian English?
Yes, yes. Many reviewers complained about it, of course. And I said that I will give it to editor again and give it refine and correct that grammatical errors, whatever. Okay. And one more thing is I appreciate that you are giving me that honest feedback. I'm really learning from it, and of course it will help me in my next book also. So I'm really appreciating, and I'm really going to learn from this feedback. So no hard feeling. Um,
Of course, no hard feeling. And actually, an honest review is the only review that matters, right? And anybody can pay a reviewer to give a 5-star rating, and that is unfortunately how it is done most of the times. But at Review Circle, the review as well as the feedback is going to be honest. At TLB, the Digital City, all the reviews are honest. There are no paid reviews at TLB, the Digital City. We don't only review books on TLB Review Circle. We also have a review generator room where an author can give their book to several readers and bookstagrammers at the same time and get their books reviewed, honestly reviewed, without any payment, of course free of charge, and honestly. I mean, I can't emphasize it enough. At TLB, the Digital City, all reviews are honest, nothing is bought. So there is one more question. Were there any parts that confused you? This is a long answer. I'll read it. So first, it infuriates me that every time that first it infuriates me every time when Ira didn't take a stand. Okay. Didn't take her own stand. Masi was annoying and selfish as well. I hated when one character slapped Ira in front of the entire class and Ira just talked back. When another character didn't believe in Ira, then there is a party thing. Then okay, this is a feedback which has repeated over several questions and by several bookstagrammers, that there is a kiss scene which probably has no context or not the chemistry that we are hoping for. Before we open it up to Shipra for her reaction, I'm talking about this kiss scene. I have not read the book, but this kiss scene is something that I think we should discuss it. So Shreya, Sonal and Rose, you have to go one by one and talk about this kiss without spoiling the entire scene. What was your feedback? What was your feeling when this kiss was happening in the pages, on the pages? Shreya is looking as if she doesn't remember the kiss. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
No, I thought someone else is going to go first. It's fine. Okay, so about the kissing scenes, yeah, I would say that it all happened quite fast and there was no after discussions about that particular kiss, and they behaved like it never happened. So maybe that's why we all felt like that something was off in those particular scenes. That might be the reason.
Sonal? you don't remember the scene, or you don't want to talk about it?
I'll pass.
Okay, Rose.
Okay, so I feel like it was like way too early on in the story. Like no, oh god, chemistry. Sorry, the chemistry was not. Oh my god.
We can see you and hear you, and you are vertical and you are horizontal again.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, I feel like there was not enough time for the chemistry to be, like built. Like it was not that. Like it was way too early on in the story for the kiss. So that is why I was like, I did not really like that one kiss.
So, Shipra, I would like you to talk about what you thought. Yes, the readers actually loved many of your characters, but they also hated a few of the points where either Ira didn't take her stand, or there were characters which were not so flushed out. So, what do you think? What do you say about that?
About what? About the kissing scene?
Oh, no, no, we'll come to the kiss later, but about the whole
Okay.
feedback.
Okay. So I don't understand your exact question.
The question was,
What do you want to ask?
were there any parts that confused you? That was my question to the reader. That reader said there were several parts. First, it confused me when every time Ira didn't take her own stand. I hated when
Okay.
one character slapped Ira in front of the entire class and Ira just talked back. So overall, it is like Ira not taking her stand, Ira not standing up for herself is something that is confusing people, confusing the readers. So tell me about that. Tell us about that.
Actually, I want to clear one thing, that she belongs to a small town. Okay, and she uh, she was till then when she moved from uh, Kullu. She was in very safe. She was living in very safe and comfortable zone. There was no any kind of enemy or any bad. Uh, she was in care. She was under in caring friends. Her grandparents were loving. So when she faced this tough time, she couldn't. She didn't want to lose her Masi. She didn't want to lose that relationship which was only left for her. That is why she didn't took a step against her. She didn't want to lose her. That was a basic thing in this entire story. But and that slap thing, actually she didn't slap back, of course, but her words were did the same thing. I mean, she slapped her back by words. She insulted the girl, entire class.
So,
So, of course, she regretted later that. Yes,
your portrayal of Ira, whatever her character traits are, whether it is strong or whether it is weak, it is a conscious choice according to her upbringing, her background, right? Great. And so
yes.
now we come to the case scene. What happened with the case?
Actually, this story I wrote in Ira's point of view. So we know what Ira is thinking, what Ira is feeling in the story, but we don't know about Aditya, who is also main character. So this is also maybe confused readers that because that first case was when that happened, it was happened in emotional flow, I guess, and she regretted it. She regretted it, and throughout night she was cringing about that scene. She even Aditya asked I apologize about this thing. So that happened. And I should say that there was something Aditya hiding from everyone. That is what he was stepping back again and again. His past making him stepping back from eras, from taking that step ahead. He was taking it back. I think I'm
Yeah, no, it's completely
correct.
it's completely fine. So the thing is, when an author writes a story, it is there in their mind, it is logical in their mind, and sometimes it happens that the reader, maybe a small clump of readers, may not see exactly what the author was
Yes.
thinking about, what the characters were thinking about on the pages, and that is a great challenge of writing. I mean, yes, for the author everything is black and white. For the author everything is there written with the clearest sense possible, but sometimes the meaning is not conveyed as clearly as they hope. So it happens all the time, and it is
Yes.
nothing to feel threatened about or feel embarrassed about. It happens. In any case, your book has received positive reviews, which is nice. And okay, so we'll be moving to another question. Yes. There is a question about the book cover. The question was, what was your reaction to the book cover? Everybody, please show your books to the camera. Yes. So the reaction is, the feedback is, it is a simple and nice cover. It doesn't feel overwhelming. Texts are easy to read, and my ultimate favorite thing in the cover is the blue string. That reviewer actually asked Shipra about why not red string, because it is often used in romance related books, and so it has a reason. So the blue string has a reason. So Shipra, what was your thought process behind this cover design? Was this cover designed by you or a professional graphic designer? And how did this cover, this simplistic white with a blue background, white with a blue string, come into existence?
Yes. I want a simple book cover for my book first, because uh, I like simple things. It has also guitar, and it has this blue string. This connects, that guitar part is which this guitar somehow connects Ira with Aditya. It is not like that my main character is a musician. It's nothing like that. But it somehow connects Ira with Aditya, main characters. And this string part that is in blue color, it refers that that blue string belongs to um, Aditya, because we know that that blue color mentioned boys, maybe. Yes. And pink color pink color referred that girls, and red color refer our love. Yes. And so this blue color belongs to Aditya, and that is course which Ira slowly uh, untangle, which I can say.
And okay, this simplistic cover has a lot of meaning to it, and it is good that you have chosen a cover which is very clear, very easy on the eyes, and very calming. It goes with the theme of your story, which is very nice. Okay, now I'm going to read few of the lines from your book which have been quoted as the absolute most favorite lines from the readers. So one line is, I'm world is full of painful stories. Maybe that's how we value the pleasant memories. That is a touching line. Then, a few shared genes don't make a bond. It is the love that does that, or affection, or at the very least, respect. So, I think this is the line which Rose was mentioning, and it is very deep. A few shared genes don't make a bond. It is the love that does that, or affection, or at the very least, respect. Then there is another line. There are a lot, but one that I currently. Okay, sorry. That's not the line. That was the description. Fictional guys are much better than the real ones. Okay, that's up for debate. So let's debate this. So Shipra, you have written this line in your book that fictional guys are much better than real ones. I want to know the details. How did this line come to be?
Actually, whoever says this line, she was a nerd, a book nerd also. So she says this thing. Of course, I believe in this line, and I wanted to mention in my any story that I think this is a fact. I don't
Yes,
know how, but
okay.
I feel I feel it that fictional heroes are much better than real men. I don't know
Fictional.
why, but
No,
I
no.
feel
We are not talking about heroes. It's just fictional guys.
it's correct. Yes, yes, yes.
So Shipra believes in this line very much. I'm a bit offended, but okay, that's okay. So Shreya, what do you think about this line? Fictional guys are much better than real ones.
I'd say we prefer fictional guys because we can mold them as per our own choice. We can't do that with real men.
Oh yes, you
But
can.
Thankfully, my husband didn't read the book. Did you understand?
Yes, I understood. And it is again a romance book written by a woman, and her husband hasn't read it. Like, then I will say that yes, fictional with your husband in mind, fictional guys must be better. I mean, at least the least your husband can do is read your book. Okay, anyway,
No,
so
no, no. Okay.
so Shreya says,
If he started writing, if he starts reading, I maybe stop writing because I will feel so much nervous then.
okay, we can
He
debate on
didn't
that.
even know that there is a romance part also, so I can't.
It's a love story. I mean, its name is Courts of Concealed Heart, and there is heart written in the title. Of course, it's romance.
He knows that there is book. It is so like a spiritual book. There is nothing like any kind of that thing. Only
Uh,
that love thing is only words. Only there is word and that's it.
so what we need to do is have an interview with your husband. Yeah, we do author interviews all the time, but author spouse interview is something that we can, it can be a crowd grabber. Sonal, what about you? Do you think
Yeah.
fictional guys are much better than the real ones?
Yeah. Yes. A simple, sober yes.
Okay, simple and sober, yes. Rose, what about you?
Don't ask me this question.
Okay.
Wrong
Uh,
person for this question.
so, the fact that you didn't choose to reply to this question raises a lot of questions, but we will not get into that right now. So, let me move on. There is another line. And this is something which I think is on the blurb also. If it had been a quiet, gentle love, I could have accepted it easily. Maybe I could forget about him after being rejected. But there was nothing quiet in the storm churning inside me. That is a very specific line, and that is a specific dialogue pertaining to the protagonist of the story. And I don't think it's a quote that can be quoted everywhere. But this is, I mean, it's not a generalized statement, but it is a good line. Moving on. So, what do you think people have scored your book, Shipra?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Okay, this is a review circle. So you have received the reviews, but with reviews comes a rating, star rating out of 5. Now, I already talked about a few of the subjective questions where the answers are descriptive, but there were 11 specific rating questions where the people have the reviewers have given a rating from 1 to 5, and your final review from review circle will be an average of all these reviews from all the five bookstagrammers and 11 questions. I'm going to reveal what the average was, but before I reveal, I asked you, what do you think the average is?
According to me, what is average is?
Yeah, what do you think these 5 bookstagrammers have rated your book?
Okay, I should guess it.
Yes, 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 guess.
I okay. I know Sonal love is, and thanks to her that she ignored that error part. Of course, she also noticed that while reading, of course, and maybe Shreya also noticed many error, and many of you. But still, I think you all people must have given me at least 4 out of 5.
So, drum roll, it is the time when we reveal the final review circle rating for this book. The readers have loved this book, but there are things which should have been better, which could have been better, and made the reading experience much, much more likable. So, the overall review out of 11 questions, out of 11 different things, like how engaging the overall storyline was, what did the plot maintain your interest throughout reading the story. So these kinds of questions which were given rating from 1 to 5, an average of that out of all 5 bookstagrammers is 3.23. So rounding it up, it is 3. Rounding it up, it is 3, but it is 3.23. And well, congratulations, Shipra. This review is far from over. What happens now is all these 5 bookstagrammers will post their individual reviews. I mean, I'm telling you only the review, only the average, because that is what will be put on TLB blog and as well as TLB Amazon account. But all these 5 bookstagrammers will make review reels or review posts and also post their reviews with their own individual ratings on Amazon. So now we come to the concluding part of this live stream. We are running on time. It is 6:51. Any closing remarks, Shreya? Any closing remarks on how you felt on being a part of this review circle and enjoying that book which you hold in your hand?
Okay, about the review circle. So this is my first time doing a live review circle. So it has been a really amazing experience for me. It's like you know, I think I will be, trying to do many more review circles from now onwards once my exams are done. Also, about this book, overall, it is a really very nice story. Author Shipra has done a really good job. Just one thing, just get this edited once again, and it will be a very, very amazing read. That's
Sonal?
all.
I seriously don't know what to say. I mean, it's one of the most amazing books I've read, and I never imagined I would find her in TLB. I mean, I have this book before I joined TLB, and I never imagined I would find her here, and that too as our Prime member. And when it comes to the story and characters, I mean, I have seen such people in my life, so that was actually very connecting to me. The errors, like, as far as they are concerned, I don't really go on the writing style of the author as long as I get it, because each person has their own way of writing, right? So I never even thought that these are errors, but to me it was her way of writing. So I I don't know. I kind of liked it as it is. I mean, of course, grammatical error is a different thing. They need to be corrected, but when it comes to the writing style, I like this.
Rose, concluding remarks.
Okay. All I have to say is I had fun today.
Oh, you didn't have fun the rest of the
And
month?
so if I had to compare, like, the whole month and today, I would say I had more fun today.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I think that is an indirect compliment for me because I'm moderating this and I'm hosting this. Thank you. So, Shipra, before
Welcome.
we come to you for your concluding remarks, let me ask you a very important question. What next? Is a sequel coming? Is another book in progress? Are you writing something else right now? Tell us about that.
Yes, I'm writing something else. I haven't think about the sequel about this book. If it is coming or not, I have to give a lot of thinking before writing a sequel. Right now, I am writing about a paranormal romance, something different. I'm trying to write something different, like this time, and but it is a duology. So that will have two books, and I'm going to publish it back to back. But before, I have learned so many things with this my debut book that I will give to a good editor before publishing it, and of course I will also go for beta readers before going to publish that book, those books. So that is
It's
that thing I have learned so far, and I will keep learning from the things, from the feedback, and I really appreciate to all of you people that you give your time and you actually learn, actually like the character. I can feel that you actually like the characters, and I maybe there are something lacking that you want to read more about that book, more about that story in this book. But that was the end from my side. That Ira and Aditya somehow met in their world. Of course, there needs some more closures, like Ira and her Masi's closures, and maybe her with her cousin. But it has also already 300 pages, and I want to write more and more, but I didn't have that much space, that in publishing world.
yes, yes. It's never
So
too
thank you
late.
guys.
I
Thank you
mean,
so much.
it's never
Just
too late
add up an
to.
epilogue. Just add an epilogue with all those things.
Epilogue,
I mean,
epilogue.
as far as
Yes, yes.
Masi's closure is concerned, na, I never expected a closure in that department. I mean, the kind of person Masi is, I guess her going back to Kullu, like Ira's going back to Kullu, was enough closure for her. But yeah, I mean, of course, if some people feel like there should be a proper closure conversation, then be it in the epilogue.
I left it for imagination, but I think a
Yeah,
reader want to read. Readers want to read that part. But
yeah. I mean,
I actually
there are
left it for, yes.
there are several part in the book, like they say na ki the conversation wasn't up to the mark, but I think some conversation should be left to the imagination, because if you have everything over the paper, you'll read and you'll forget about it. But if there is a little bit of something that you leave to the imagination, you have it somewhere in the back of your mind ki this happened in such a way, but this could have been happened in that situation. There could be another way. I mean, that's what I feel. There should be something left to imagination.
Yeah, Sonal is giving words of wisdom, and I completely agree with whatever Sonal has said. I mean, I have not read this book, but whatever feedback she has given about writing in general, about leaving some things for the imagination, about bringing, I mean, not giving closure and overrated. I mean, closure is sometimes overrated. We don't get closure in real life as well sometimes. So very nice feedback, very nice words, Sonal. And we are at the end of this live stream. But before we end, let me introduce everybody who is still not a part of this TLB, the Digital City, to what we have. Right now, what Shipra said about getting an editor, about getting beta readers, about being a prime members, yes, those things happen in TLB, the Digital City. So if you are a reader, if you are an author, or if you are a musician, if you are a video creator, if you are a creator, if you are an artist with any kind of passion, remember TLB, the Digital City, is open and free, and it is a safe haven for artists of all fields. Yes, we started as a book club, and books, literary words are going to be the center of attention in TLB, the Digital City, always. But there are many other facets of TLB, the Digital City, like book marketing, beta reading, alpha reading, ARC reading. There are reviewers and readers whom we vet and whom we authorize to be the face of TLB while reviewing them. Like these 5 Bookstagrammers, 3 of whom are right with us on the screen. Each person who is representing TLB, the Digital City, has been vetted, has proven their mettle, has proven their worth in TLB, the Digital City. So you will never be disappointed with what TLB, the Digital City, has to offer. It is free, and it is always going to be with TLB. And of course, if you have not received, if you have not opted for our merchandise, this is the time. What are you waiting for? Go to www.2lbcity.com and order your merchandise. We have t-shirts, we have coffee mugs, and yes, we also have bookmarks, we have stickers, we have badges, we have other apparel, hoodies and all that. You will be happy with our merchandise. You will be loving what we do at TLB, the Digital City. So if you are not joined yet, do join it right now. So this is all from our side. I thank Shipra for being with us, for being with TLB, the Digital City, throughout the reality show and throughout Review Circle, and also tonight in this live stream. Thank you, Shreya, Sonal, and Rosie for giving us the time. Rosie or Rose? Okay, Rosie and Rose, for giving us the time and taking your time for reading and reviewing this book and giving your honest feedback. I will meet you all again with another season of TLB Review Circle. The Review Circle has already started. We will be talking about it very soon. So have a nice Sunday, have a nice evening, have a nice night. Don't stop reading, and do join TLB, the Digital City. Take care. Bye bye.